Hello, and apologies for the sunglasses, but we've got the sun directly in our face at this very moment.
Yes, now if you're listening on audio only, you may be able to hear the sea in the background, and if you're watching on video, you'll certainly be able to see that we are underway. And this is why there is no podcast this week, because we've been busy renewing visas, provisioning, and generally running around to basically move on, innit?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I got back from a provisioning trip last night at 7:30 and we were up and away by 5:30 this morning. That is cruising.
It is.
Yeah, and normally we would do the recording today to go out on Thursday, but we just don't think it's possible. So we're going to do ourselves a favour, have a week off.
Yep.
And if you are watching us on Marine Traffic, you will see where our next destination is.
Yep.
I think most of you know we came to Sulawesi, but we've got 1,000 miles ahead of us to go over the next 2 months. It's going to be very exciting, isn't it, Twiggy?
It is. It's going to be exciting because a lot of these places we're going to visit are not really frequented by cruisers at all, because they are sort of out the way. But let's cut the ramble and just concentrate on next week's podcast. So we're inviting you to give us your feedback on the subject of...
Yes, the highs and the lows of sailing or cruising, and we want you to give us one high and one low. It can be a generalisation, or it can be a specific thing that what happened to you, or it could be something that you imagine when you start this life. So we've got so far loads of comments on YouTube, on Community tab, on Facebook, through Follow the Boat FTB Mates, and patrons. You need to step up, guys. We haven't heard from you at the moment, but I picked out a couple, you picked out one.
Yep. Can we make this quick because my arm is aching?
All right, move the other arm. Whitney Hartley, the high is boat life and the low is being stuck below staring at your husband when you have 7 days of bad weather. I know that feeling.
Do you?
Mm.
How?
What's yours?
How do you know that feeling?
Well, I try not to look at you. I try to go somewhere else on the boat so I can't see you.
Right, I've got one here and it's very difficult for me to hold the camera and read this, but this is from Seamus on YouTube Community. He says the happiness of the highs of boat ownership cruising do outweigh unpleasant lows, but do the highs happen often enough to offset what feels like the many more lows and make up for being away from friends, family and all life land has to offer?
Well, we're going to talk about that in the podcast with all our experience and tell you how we feel about it, and there are definite highs and there are definite lows. And I'm just going to end with Mike Mershon, who in a nutshell says visiting new and exciting places versus repairing something we just already repaired. Know that feeling too.
There we go. Right, here endeth our non-podcast. Don't forget, we continue to put out our vlogs every Sunday, and we return with the next podcast next Thursday.
Yes, so lots more comments. It's going to be one hell of an up and down ride.
In the meantime, peace and no winds.
Yeah.